In this video, I'm going to show you how to create an assembly that shows your assembled car using the parts that I've shared with you via Onshape. The final product will look like this. You'll have your car, your wheels, your axles. It'll even have the eyelets in the bottom. So remember, you need to have the holes drilled for those. In case you haven't done that, you need to go back and put those holes in. Just as a tip, it's a good idea to make those holes 1 millimeter in diameter and 3 millimeters in depth, and that will make it that'll make those holes fit in there pretty good. So to do this, we're going to go into the assembly tab of your car body, and when you start, you're not going to have anything, so we're going to hit the insert button, and the first thing we're going to insert is your actual car body. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to place that, and then we have to place other documents or other parts, and that's the wheels, the axles, and the eyelets. So if you go to the other documents, you'll be able to go to the shared with me folder, and you will see the files that I have shared with you. You'll have an axle, front wheel, rear wheel, and then the dragster screw eye. Those are the things that we need. So I'm going to start by bringing in the axle. I'm going to bring in 2 copies of my axle. So I just click on the part twice and bring it in. Then I'm going to come back here and I'm going to bring in 2 copies of my front wheel. Just put that over here. And same thing for the rear wheel. 2 of those, and then lastly we're going to bring in 2 copies of the screw eyes. Okay, once you have all those, you can go ahead and close that box. Step 1 is you want to take the first part 1, the car, and you want to right click on that and you want to fix that in place. That will keep the car body from moving around, and it'll bring all of the parts to the car body when we do the assembly. In the past, we've done pretty basic constraints. We used the planar mate for the whole thing when we did puzzle cubes, and that's a very rigid, it locks things in together type of mate. In this case, we're going to use one of these other mates. For most of these, we're going to use the Revolute mate. The Revolute mate allows you to have something locked in place from side to side, but it'll rotate, so we could actually animate this if we wanted to. I'm going to go through and I'm going to click on my Revolute mate, and I'm going to show you a couple of tricks. Putting the axles in the holes is the first step, and that can be a little bit tricky. So what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in here and we're going to choose the front axle. So I'm going to zoom in, and what I want to do is I want to make sure that my axle is kind of halfway through. And if you'll notice, when I highlight the actual axle, there's a spot here right in the center that you can use as a mating constraint, a location, and that's what we're going to actually use. To get that same spot in here is a little bit tricky. If you look at this, a lot of times it'll come up and it won't put the mating constraint snap where you want it. In order to get what you want, you kind of have to hover over it a bunch of different times, and like I was kind of stuck in this side view part. So we're going to come back in here. We want to get in here to where we can hover into this part of it right here. The problem is that sometimes you go to go and grab what is the center of this, which will be here, and you see it disappears every time. That's really frustrating. Well, here's a trick to keep it there. Once you have the right thing highlighted, it's previewing for you what you want. If you hold down Shift, you can move your mouse over to the snap that you want to use. Then you can let go of Shift and click, and it'll select that mate connector snap. So I've just selected that middle one right there. Now I'm going to come up here to the axle, and I'm just going to select the middle one there. What you'll see is when it previews it, it's going to put that axle and it's going to center it in there in that opening for you. So you don't have to worry about trying to figure out, well, how far is it from here to here to make these two even. Because it's using the center of both pieces, it makes it even automatically. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say OK to that, and then I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to choose for Revolute 2, I'm going to zoom out and I'm going to choose this same thing, so I'm going to try and get there, and you'll notice that, okay, I highlighted, I'm going to zoom out so I can see everything. I'm going to hold down Shift again, let go of Shift, and click on that center spot. Then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to choose the center of that axle, and then we click OK there. It automatically wants to go to the next one, so we're going to place some wheels. Now on the wheels, if we look at these, the wheels are set up. This is the inner side, and then this is the outer side. When we rotate around this way, and the black wheels are kind of hard to see things in, and I know that, when you highlight these, you'll see you get a whole bunch of different snaps. On the wheels, see this hole right here, there's 3. You want to use this outer hole. This is the one that's flush with this outer surface, because the wheels are hollow. It's hard to tell on the angles that we have here because they're overlapping. But the wheels themselves are hollow. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to choose that spot right there. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to zoom in on the rear axle and I'm going to choose that there. And that will be okay. Now, if you look at it and you say, oh, well, hey, this plastic piece is running in, don't worry about that. We'll fix that later when in the physical model. We don't have to worry about that in this computer model right now. So I'm going to rotate around and I'm going to get back. Now, here's the shading is good. You can actually see that surface, so here's a better view of what we're looking at. So I want to use this opening right here. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to zoom back out, go to the other side, and choose that part of the axle. And we'll select that. Front wheels are basically the same, so you want to get in that orientation so that this plastic hub here is on the inside, so we're going to use the outside of the wheel. So again, I'm going to zoom in and let's see if I can get the shading right. There we go. I want to use this opening right here, so I'm going to use that snap, and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to choose that right there. And then the same thing on this wheel, that spot there, zoom out, and we're going to put that wheel on there. So we've got our wheels on. Everything looks good. The last little bit is to go ahead and use a snap to put these eyelets in. In this case, we're not going to use a revolute. We're going to go back to our planar mate. We do want to lock these in pretty good. So what I have found that works the best is the same thing. We're going to use that center point mate right there. So I'm going to choose that center point of the cylinder on that screw eye, and then we're going to turn the car upside down, and I'm going to zoom into the wheel or to the hole, and I'm just going to use the surface. And the reason I do that is because it's going to stick out a little bit. And you'll see right now the eyelet is sticking into the car, so let me move this box real quick. I'm going to hit this arrow and rotate it out so it's sticking out, but it's also the wrong direction, so I'm going to rotate once so that it's going across the piece. Now, when we actually put these in, of course, we're going to put these in a little bit differently, but for the computer model, this is going to work just fine. So you're going to see that it sticks up like that, so I'm going to go ahead and say OK. Alright, same thing again. I'm going to zoom out, I'm going to find my eyelet, I'm going to come in, choose that center one. Didn't select it. Let's go back in, select that center mating location, and then come underneath, zoom into the hole. I'm going to choose the hole, get it so it sticks out the right direction and it's rotated the correct direction. So you can see that. There you go. And I hit OK. And there we go. That's all the assembly you have to do. This will allow you to get a rendering of what your car is going to look like. It'll also allow you to create an assembled view engineering drawing, which you will need so that you can actually show what your dimensions are from the bottom of your car to the bottom of the wheels and things like that. And that's how you create an assembly in Onshape for your CO2 dragsters.